our new DA goes up to Austin, and she's there testifying in support of a bill to change how witness bonds are handled. And of course, this bill stems from what happened last year, where the DA's office under the old administration had a rape victim jailed pursuant to a witness bond because they felt that they weren't going to have her available for trial. Well-publicized case where trial started, there was a break, they were concerned she was going to leave. You had the whole Christmas holiday where she ended up spending Christmas in the jail. It's become a national story, of course, and now it has come to Austin in the form of a bill to try and reform the witness bond law, and what's on the books, and how a prosecutor can move to hold a witness in custody. And Gary, I know you were a former prosecutor for a couple years. What do you think about this bill? The proposal, is it really going to be meaningful going forward? The changes that they're proposing.
I think it will. Witness bonds are not used very often. I mean, you do not see them unless it's a serious case, typically. You rarely see them. And there really was kind of a mystery surrounding how it was done, what you had to do, what requirements you had to meet. I've seen prosecutors do things like, hey, let's have a meeting next Thursday at 8 p.m. I want you to be at my office to talk to me about this case. Of course, the time would come, the witness wouldn't show up, and they take that as, strike one, this witness is not going to cooperate. Then they do the same thing the next week and say, hey, I want you to be here Tuesday at 2 p.m. We're going to talk about the case. Then they don't show up again. Then they run and they get the witness bond, and the witness is thrown into custody.
Yeah.
And they don't have a lawyer. My understanding is now that, I guess, notifications are going to be made, setting off kind of wheels in motion to make sure they have a lawyer, certain safeguards that they're not sitting in jail with no one representing them. Obviously, I think this was a big political issue for the election.
Sure.
I mean, she had to follow up with this. I mean, she used this to her advantage, basically.
No doubt.
Which, I don't blame her for it, but, she, I think, had to follow through with this and see it through.
Yeah, it was interesting. Her comment at the hearing was, she said it's not that what the state did was necessarily illegal, but it was unfair.